Hey there, all you zombie fans out there, and welcome to the Drunken Zombies podcast. I'm Adrian, your host. I'm going to be taking you on a thrilling journey into the world of the undead.
And I'm Julia. I'll be your guide through all things zombie. We are so excited to be launching this show.
We're going to be bringing you a fresh new zombie story every single day. Tales of survival, horror, conspiracies, and of course lots and lots of brain-eating action.
If you're a fan of the undead, you have definitely come to the right place.
So buckle up, grab your favorite beverage, and get ready for a daily dose of zombie mayhem.
And don't forget to rate and follow us so you don't miss a single episode of the Drunken Zombies podcast. We've got some seriously chilling stories lined up for you.
All right, Julia, let's jump right into today's story. We're exploring Colony Zero, Echoes of Earth.
It takes place in a future where humanity has abandoned Earth for space colonies.
You know the drill. Things go bad, zombies take over, Earth becomes a no-go zone.
But here's where it gets interesting. The story isn't just about surviving the zombie hordes. It's about what happens when humanity has to confront the sins of its past.
Exactly. The story throws you right into the action. The space colonies aren't exactly paradise. They're facing a crisis, and they need something from Earth to survive.
So they send a team back to this abandoned, zombie-infested planet to retrieve vital data from a derelict data center. Talk about a high-stakes mission.
So we've got this team heading back to Earth, Colony Zero, as they call it. It's led by Idris. He's got this almost mystical connection to Earth's history.
Then there's Zara, the tough-as-nails survivalist.
And Tao, the tech genius who could hopefully crack any code they come across.
This team isn't just thrown together randomly, though. Each member represents a different aspect of humanity's response to this crisis. Idris is haunted by the past, Zara's focused on the present fight for survival, and Tao's looking to the future, using technology to find solutions.
It makes you think about how you would react in a similar situation. Would you be drawn to understanding the past, fixated on the immediate threat, or focused on building a better future?
That's a great point.
And of course, they have to navigate this incredibly hostile environment. Think about it. You're on a planet overrun by zombies. Your only goal is to get in and out with the data you need.
It's a recipe for intense suspense.
The story really captures the claustrophobia and terror of that situation.
Imagine squeezing through the tunnels of a collapsed subway system, the only light coming from salvage tech, knowing that any moment a horde of zombies could be lurking around the corner.
It's giving me chills just thinking about it. And just when they think they've caught a break, they reach the data center. It's somehow still intact, a beacon of hope in this desolate world. They manage to access the data, but as they do, they trigger an alarm. And wouldn't you know it, it wakes up the entire zombie horde.
It's a classic horror movie trope done right. The tension builds, and just when the characters think they're safe, bam, they're thrown into a desperate fight for survival. But here's where Colony Zero, Echoes of Earth, takes a turn that sets it apart from your typical zombie story. The data they retrieve isn't just about survival tips or lost technology. It reveals something far more sinister. The zombie plague wasn't some random accident or natural disaster. It was a bioweapon.
Wait a minute, a bioweapon? This changes everything. Now we're not just dealing with a mindless outbreak. We're talking about a deliberate act of destruction. Someone intentionally unleashed this plague on humanity. And that raises so many questions. Who created it? Why? And for what purpose?
Right. It makes you question everything you thought you knew about the zombie genre. It's not just about surviving the immediate threat anymore. It's about unraveling a conspiracy, discovering the truth behind this horrifying act. And this revelation throws our heroes into a whole new level of danger. They're not just fighting for their own survival now, they're fighting to expose a truth that could shake humanity to its core.
This is where the story gets really mind-bending. As they dig deeper into the data, they uncover another bombshell. Earth isn't humanity's home planet. It was just the first colony, a testing ground for something much larger.
Think about that for a moment. You discover that everything you thought you knew about human history is a lie. Your entire existence has been a carefully constructed experiment. And now you have to grapple with the question of who are the real architects of your fate and what is their ultimate goal? It's enough to make you question your place in the universe.
It's like someone just ripped the rug out from under you. So what do they do with this earth-shattering information? Do they abandon the mission and set off to explore the galaxy in search of their true origins?
They're about to, but then they receive a distress signal from another colony. The plague has spread. It's a classic dilemma. Do they follow their own curiosity and pursue the secrets of their past? Or do they answer the call for help and risk their lives to save others?
It's a choice that speaks to the core of what it means to be human. Do you prioritize your own quest for knowledge? Or do you step up and help those in need, even when it puts you in danger? What would you do in that situation?
It's a question worth pondering. And just as they make their decision to help those in need, they receive one final cryptic message. It sends chills down their spines. The cure is just the beginning. Beware the darkness that awaits.
What darkness? What does it all mean, Julia? We need answers.
Well, you'll have to wait for part 2 of our exploration of Colony Zero, Echoes of Earth, to find out.
That's right. We'll be back soon to unravel this mystery and delve deeper into the secrets of the zombie-infested universe. Don't go anywhere. Welcome back to the Drunken Zombies podcast, where the chills keep coming and the stories keep getting weirder.
That's right. Last time we left our heroes, Idris, Zara, and Tao, facing an impossible choice. Chase the mysteries of humanity's true origins or answer a distress call from another colony struggling to survive the zombie plague.
And as we know, they chose to help, putting the needs of others above their own quest for answers. It's a decision that speaks to their character and their humanity. But that cryptic message they received, beware the darkness that awaits, it's like a shadow hanging over their mission.
Makes you realize that even in the face of selfless heroism, there are still unknown dangers lurking in this zombie-infested universe.
So they head off to this new colony, knowing that the zombie plague has somehow spread beyond Earth. It begs the question, how far has this infection reached?
And what does it mean for the future of humanity if they can't contain it?
They arrive at this new colony, hoping to find answers and offer their help. But what they find is far worse than they imagined.
The colony was once a thriving, testament to human ingenuity and progress, but now it's in complete chaos. The plague has ravaged the population, and there are signs that the infection has mutated.
Mutated zombies, that's a whole new level of terrifying. Our heroes are tough, but can they handle a threat that's evolved beyond anything they've encountered before?
It makes you wonder, what conditions would cause a virus like this to mutate so rapidly? Is it something about the environment of this new colony? Or is there something more sinister at play, something that's driving these mutations?
These mutated zombies aren't just faster and stronger, they seem to exhibit a level of, cunning that wasn't present in the Earth zombies. They're organized, they strategize, and they're relentless.
This raises some unsettling questions about the nature of the zombie threat. Are we dealing with a virus that's capable of evolving intelligence? Or is there some external force, some puppet master that's controlling these creatures?
It's like the story is tapping into our deepest fears about losing control, about being overtaken by something that we don't understand. So what's the team's plan? How do they even begin to help a colony that's on the verge of collapse?
First, they have to contain the outbreak.
Right.
They work with the remaining survivors to establish a safe zone, using their knowledge from Earth to create defenses and strategies to hold back the relentless zombie hordes.
It's a testament to their adaptability, their ability to learn from past experiences and apply that knowledge to new situations. But it's not just about defense, is it? They need to find a way to cure this mutated plague, to stop it from spreading further.
Exactly. Idris focuses on analyzing the data they retrieved from Earth, hoping to find clues about the plague's origins and possible weaknesses. Meanwhile, Zara, always the action hero, leads missions into the infected zones, searching for survivors and gathering intel on the mutated zombies' behavior.
It's like they're playing a deadly game of chess, trying to anticipate the enemy's next move while desperately searching for a way to checkmate this outbreak.
And what about Tao? Is he still tinkering with tech, trying to find a technological solution to the problem?
Tao's role becomes even more crucial here. He adapts the salvaged Earth tech to create new weapons and defenses specifically designed to combat the mutated zombies. But he's also working on something bigger, something that could turn the tide of the entire conflict. That's intriguing. It sounds like he's tapping into the power of human ingenuity, using technology to push back against this seemingly unstoppable force of nature. But while all this is happening, are they learning more about that cryptic message? The darkness that awaits. Is there more to this plague than just a bioweapon gone wrong?
That's where things take an even stranger turn. As Idris dives deeper into the data, he discovers hints that the plague wasn't just a weapon, but a tool designed to manipulate and control populations. He starts to suspect that someone, or something is orchestrating the outbreak, using the plague to achieve their own mysterious goals.
Hold on, you're saying there's a puppet master behind all this. Who could it be? And why would they unleash a zombie plague on multiple colonies?
Those are the questions that start to haunt Idris. He realizes that the fight isn't just against the zombies, but against a hidden enemy with unimaginable power. An enemy that seems to be several steps ahead, playing a deadly game on a galactic scale.
This is getting seriously creepy. So what happens next? Do they uncover the identity of this puppet master? And can they find a way to stop them before it's too late for the colony, and maybe even for humanity itself?
Well, those answers lie in part 3 of our exploration of Colony Zero, Echoes of Earth. The stakes are higher than ever, and the fate of humanity hangs in the balance.
We are back, zombie enthusiasts, for the thrilling conclusion of Colony Zero, Echoes of Earth, here on the Drunken Zombies podcast.
We are about to witness the final showdown between our heroes and the forces that threaten to consume humanity.
Last time, things were looking pretty bleak. Mutated zombies running rampant, a mysterious puppet master pulling the strings. Our heroes are fighting for their lives and the survival of an entire colony.
It's a story that makes you question everything you thought you knew about the zombie genre. It's not just about survival anymore. It's about unraveling a conspiracy that stretches across galaxies. It's about confronting the darkness that lies at the heart of humanity's past and present.
And remember, Idris is now convinced that this isn't just about stopping a plague. It's about exposing a truth that could shatter humanity's understanding of its place in the universe. He's on a mission to uncover the identity and the motives of the puppet master, the one who unleashed this chaos upon the cosmos.
So they're facing a zombie apocalypse and a cosmic conspiracy.
How do they even begin to wrap their heads around all of that, let alone fight back?
Well, they've got their strengths. Zara, for example, leads the charge against the zombie hordes with incredible courage and tactical brilliance. She's not just fighting, she's learning, adapting to the mutated zombies' tactics, and finding ways to exploit their weaknesses.
She's a true beacon of hope in this desperate situation, a reminder that even in the darkest of times, human resilience can shine through.
But what about Tao? What role does his tech expertise play in this final battle?
Tao is the real game changer here. Remember, he was working on something big. Well, he manages to create a device that disrupts the mutated zombies' neural pathways, essentially scrambling their brains and stopping them in their tracks. That's incredible. Imagine the possibilities if we could harness that kind of technology in the real world. It could revolutionize our understanding of the brain and potentially lead to cures for all sorts of neurological disorders.
It's a testament to the power of human ingenuity, even in the face of unimaginable threats. But of course, in this story, that technology also carries immense risks. It's a powerful weapon that could easily be used for both good and evil.
So they've got the zombies somewhat under control for now, but what about the puppet master? Do they get any closer to uncovering their identity?
Idris, driven by his insatiable curiosity, continues to dig deeper into the data he retrieved from Earth. He starts piecing together fragments of information, hidden messages, and coded warnings. It's like he's working on a giant cosmic jigsaw puzzle, trying to assemble the pieces of a truth that's been shattered and scattered across time and space.
It's a reminder that sometimes the most important battles are fought not with weapons, but with knowledge, with the courage to seek out the truth, even when it's hidden in the darkest corners of the universe.
And as Idris delves deeper, he realizes that the puppet master isn't some all-powerful being, but a group. A secret organization that's been manipulating humanity for centuries, using the plague as a means of control.
A secret organization pulling the strings from the shadows.
Yeah.
It's a classic sci-fi trope, but it's done so well in this story. It taps into our primal fear of the unknown, of forces beyond our comprehension that are shaping our destiny.
They call themselves the architects, and their motives are shrouded in mystery, but Idris believes they see themselves as the guardians of humanity's destiny, guiding its evolution through manipulation and, if necessary, destruction.
So like survival of the fittest taken to a whole other level.
They believe the plague was a necessary tool to weed out the weak and force humanity to adapt and advance.
It's a chillingly familiar ideology, a belief that some are superior to others and that the ends justify the means. It makes you think about the dangers of unchecked power and the seductive allure of playing God.
So, our heroes are faced with a seemingly insurmountable challenge. They know a direct confrontation with the architects would be suicide.
Yeah.
They're outmatched and outgunned, so they decide to use the architect's weapon against them.
It's a classic David versus Goliath scenario. And You can't help but root for the underdog in this case. But how do they plan to turn the tables on such a powerful and shadowy enemy?
They plan to broadcast Tau's neural disruptor technology across the colony, hoping to disrupt the plague's spread and cripple the architect's control over the infected.
A bold move, a desperate gamble. But it's also a testament to their ingenuity, their willingness to think outside the box and use their enemy's own tools against them.
It all comes down to a final, desperate gamble. They manage to activate the disruptor, sending a pulse of energy through the colony. It throws the mutated zombies into disarray, but it also attracts the attention of the architects.
So it's like they poked a sleeping giant.
Yeah.
And now they have to face the full wrath of this shadowy organization.
The architects retaliate, unleashing a final wave of even more powerful mutated zombies. It's a battle like nothing they've ever faced before. Zara leads the fight with everything she's got. Tau pushes his technology to its limits. And Idris, armed with the knowledge he's uncovered, tries to find a way to expose the architects and their crimes to the galaxy.
It's a truly epic showdown, a battle for the soul of humanity. And you're left wondering, can they possibly survive this? Can they overcome these seemingly insurmountable odds?
Well, I don't want to spoil the ending, but let's just say that courage, ingenuity, and a touch of luck play a big part. The story concludes with a sense of hope, but also a chilling reminder that the fight for humanity's future is far from over. The architects may be weakened, but they're not defeated. And the secrets of humanity's true origins remain out there waiting to be discovered.
Colony Zero, Echoes of Earth, is a story that will stay with you long after you've finished listening. It's a reminder that even in the darkest of times, there's always hope. As long as there are people willing to fight for what they believe in, to stand up against oppression, and to seek out the truth, no matter the cost.
And it leaves you with a sense of wonder about the vastness of the universe and the mysteries that still lie hidden within its depths.
Thanks for joining us on this thrilling journey through Colony Zero, Echoes of Earth. We'll be back tomorrow with another spine-chilling tale of the undead. Until then, stay safe out there, zombie fans, and keep those brains sharp.
And remember to rate and follow the Drunken Zombies podcast for more brain-chilling stories.